Good morning everyone, my name is Chris from Two-Headed Wolf Gaming and welcome back to Thrones of Britannia, our East Engle campaign. In this episode we will have two big siege battles over here and to the west, and we will be able to conquer East Reading province, which we need for our Long Kingdom victory. We do, however, need to defeat a bunch more factions. However, as we expanded, as our economy grows, as our food starts to be more and more plentiful, we will be able to recruit a bunch more troops and a few more armies in order to push quicker and achieve the victory. I also thought between episodes about the short fame victory. Like we talked, I believe it's either last episode or 2 episodes ago, about the type of buildings that we would need in order to complete this short fame victory. And we do have parts of them. We have the Martyr Mint inside our territory. We have the Cathedral of St. Edmund. We've had it since the beginning. We are also going to need a Grand Abbey where in either province, and last but not least the Cathedral of St. Cuthbert or Cuthbert over here, which is a little bit more to the north in Norfolk's territory. So I thought that, since we're playing with East Anglia, there is a chance that we won't be moving in the East territories with our future campaigns. So why not, while we expand for the Long Kingdom victory, why not start to push to upgrade some of these buildings as well? Like, we should work on achieving at least the short fame victory to see the effects of these buildings as they grow. So that's what I'm gonna focus on next, expanding and conquering territories that are in our short and long kingdom victory, and we will also push for a short, maybe even a long fame victory, taking some of the important settlements in the area. So that's what I'm going for. I do not believe that I'll play for a full Total War achievement. I think there is an achievement that as one faction you have to expand and take over the entire map. However, I will not be doing that because at some point it becomes quite boring as you just roll throughout the entire map with your armies. So as of right now, let's get into the battle. We'll start the first one over here with our king. Actually, we're waiting to have him build 4 siege towers. We need to wait 1 turn. We are going to start the battle over here. And so in this way, where we're combining the short fame victory, maybe even the long one, with the kingdom, is where we see the most action, the most interesting buildings, or the side of the story that East Anglia has, where it's going to be different for other factions. Because as far as conquering the map goes, everybody has the same. Ooh. Now this is a map I don't think I ever fought inside this map. Like in my own playthroughs, I've never seen these stone walls and the coast over to this side. Now this is going to be quite cool even for me, so let's see how this goes. Let's put our siege towers. The tactics is fairly standard. I'm gonna take off the non-shielded axemen off from the towers. And we will put instead some of our Anglian marauders. Now we have 3 of these axemen on this side and 3 of the Danelaw axemen over to this side. I believe we have plenty of space to go around over to this, over here. So we put the unshielded X-Men in the back, our Cav as well. They won't help much in this battle. We will keep the Spearman, the King, and the Swordsman over to this side. Maybe even put them in a shield castle if they start firing on us. For our archers, they are quite depleted. I'm gonna bring them in front as bait, but I don't think I'll keep them too close. So let's see. At the walls, they have only some spearmen and nothing else. So we just have to worry about the towers over here. I wonder where the rest of these troops are, because I think there were more. Like they've put down some barricades over here. It's very curious for me what's happening and where are their troops. No, actually now we've started noticing their archers. Now the lighting during this battle is quite strange, this kind of overcast, I believe it's called in English. So let's move up our troops closer to where the siege towers will be. I'll fast forward it just a tiny bit until we reach the walls. Our archers are beginning to lose most of their troops. I'm gonna retreat one of the units. Let's push against the walls. They have some sword hersiers over here which are pretty good. Like we've seen in some of their past battles that they are quite resistant and they stay in the party for quite a long time. And they have a bunch of them. Their king is over here, or their general, which is just a basic spearman. Maybe we can take him up with the arrows. Since we didn't meet any kind of resistance, let's go down inside their town. Let's push further in. On this side, we have a bit more resistance. Spearmen, some javelin men. So there are a few missile units just waiting for us. Let's try to get over here. Apparently these swords are doing a number. We're doing a number on our axemen, on our Danelaw axemen.
The men have been routed. They are leaving the field.
So this is not gonna be as easy as I thought. I knew the battles were going to be big. Didn't know that they're gonna be that big. Let's just take some of them out. The swordsmen have changed their direction. I want them off the walls as quickly as possible. Like, our archers got decimated, so let's retreat them.
The battle is turning in our favor.
I don't really want to, but I will bring this long axeman to the front. We do need a bunch of them in order to secure our victory. I do not like these archers being here either. Let's push a little bit.
war! Naturally! Axemen! Breaking through! Come on,
Okay.
boss!
Let's come here in front.
The foe is running away! Attack! Axemen!
I would really love to capture the gate. Maybe we can sneak in a unit through there.
Hold the policemen! Axemen! Hold on! They're charging! Battle awaits!
Bring our king forward. Actually, I want him to go ahead and meet those swordsmen. They are the toughest target that we have around, and our king, being a swordsman, being one of the
Ready!
a great commander, having some really strong units by his side, it's gonna help.
Axemen!
Under enemy fire!
Axemen! Bring them! Attack!
Perfect, we can
Men! With speed, warriors!
put ourselves behind him, do a bit of flanking over here. They're already breaking, so I'm not gonna wait anymore. I'm just gonna bring our troops in to surround him.
Axemen! Got them! With speed, warriors!
We didn't manage to capture the swords,
Crush them!
or did we? And they already broke with the help of our king over here.
Ready!
Let's bring our cav in. We're almost captured the gate.
Ready for war! Our foes will fall. End them! End them! We have captured the gates!
And we will use these cav just
Got them!
to chase after these archers. Oh, they already broke. They're gonna break this unit as well, and I think that's about it for this map. So that's that. A pretty cool battle. Not a lot of strong infantry. And maybe if we push it to very hard in the future, battles might be a tiny bit more challenging. We will have to see. But I love this new map for me. I think one of the things with the newer Total War is they've created a lot of cool maps. If you want to really enjoy a Total War game, I think what you have to do is get yourself an SSD. Like I didn't have one, I had a normal hard drive for a very long time. And the loading times would take a bunch of minutes to where I would simply do auto-resolve on most battles because the loading times would take too much, and I wanted to see the buildings, I wanted to see how the campaign ends, if there's a movie at the end, and everything else that you could imagine. So getting an SSD, it's probably one of the best ideas I've got, and my brother kept telling me, hey, get one, it's really cool, it's really important to have it, and I kept putting it off, but he was right. Like it makes a huge difference when you don't have a lot of time available to play. Let's see over here. So we do have a market. We have this building which will provide us with, if repaired, with 8% more trade, 20% fur production, but we don't have fur in the area, and 10% more income from commerce in all regions here and adjacent. If I'm looking at this region, like we do have a master cloth maker, we have an abbey. We might actually push this to a grand abbey to complete that fame objective. We have a manor which gives us a lot of food, but we could change it to an open field farm. I guess we will have to see about that. And there's a copper mine which decreases construction costs for industrial buildings in all our adjacent areas and provides us with a bit more copper production. We could also go for bronze works, which gives us income from commerce and industry. Now I'll keep this King's Palace because it's an interesting building. I think you can only have it here. Yes, you have a King's Court, King's Palace, and we go for Konungsgurta. The palace of the newly settled kings stand as a testament to their authority and dominance. So that is the building that will provide us with a lot of fame. I'm gonna dismantle these trade jetties. I don't think it works well with what we need. And I am also going to... Well, if we keep this building, we will get 10% more income from churches, which is not bad. We get 10% more food from farms, and that is good. And pastures. So maybe we actually do keep this building in place. We will have to see what is available after we demolish the trade jetties and see if we decide to replace the buildings there. We don't have a really good specific governor for this area, so I'm gonna pick the youngest guy and put him in place as a governor. Let's see, what did we do? Did we recruit him? No, I don't think so. No, doesn't look like it, so I'm gonna click on him and put him in East Trading over this side. Let's see what he has available. He is very loyal. He has a base personal loyalty of 4, very good for us, and he has a bit of zeal, which will provide us with 2 public order. That is perfect. We don't need anything else in this zone, but that the rest he will develop as time goes along. For West Trading over here, we will conquer or take over this lead mine. And so we should probably invest a bunch more resources in what provides us with commerce and industry. So I'll build this artisan, which consumes some of our food, but will provide us 33% more from lead, which we will have, and 20% more income from commerce, which we will have at least with some of these basic buildings. We have a few traits. Ward as a bond, the king gained another heroic from fighting in melee when attacking. I think we looked over most of these. Gunnar received horribly scarred, which provides -3 morale to the enemy. This man was probably carved up by the enemy and survived. He will always have the scars from the general fighting in melee, and that is perfect for us. It's gonna be very useful to break the enemy morale and finish the battles quicker. We only have about 900 gold left. It won't help us much, so let's end the turn as we're building more siege tower for Mamcester over here. Northumbria is fighting quite well to the north with Strathclyde. Although I believe they did quite a mistake over
My
here,
abilities have been boosted.
taking over a city that has an army right nearby, depleting their troops in the process. Karl became very influential, which provides him with +2 governance and -2 to loyalty, but he's still at 4. We're okay with that. It's not gonna hurt us too much. Guthrum became industrious level 2. For not having a shortage of food, he gained +2 to influence and +2 to governance. Resourceful, we gain 1 governance to Ketil and Halad. Halad is our newest governor. From holding a governing position in East Reading. Also, he gained governor of East Reading, which provides him with 1 influence. Pretty interesting. Apparently there are areas where you gain more influence if you lead them. We demolished level 1 of the trade jetties. And apparently we made a mistake. The trade jetties was just a basic building of this area. So we lost some money, about 5,000 almost in gold. We will need now to upgrade the trade wharf to trade jetties. This is painful, but I guess we can't do anything about it now. We managed to finish open trading rights, which will provide us with plus 15% more income in all regions from commerce. That is wonderful wonderful news, since most of our income comes from there, and we've gained what, about 300, maybe a little bit more money just from this. So we've built our siege towers. The troops inside are fully replenished, and they've got a reinforcing army. They've recruited a lot of troops in the process. You know what? Actually, I can do a night battle and trick his troops so they won't get reinforced. Well, let's use the best abilities we have available and avoid unnecessary casualties. Now we have, if I take a look at the map, this city is in a mountainous area on top of a hill. I'm really curious to see this battle as well. Maybe I've seen these maps before and I just don't remember because I haven't played in a long time. But it feels quite new to me. So there's a bit of space over in this side. The area is quite tight, to where I'm not sure which is the best way to assault it from. If I go from this side, I feel like we have the most open space available to move around, but it is blocked off. Well, let's attack from this side. Let's just do that.
Axemen, ready for war.
Our
Axemen,
shield fighter, our Anglian marauders come over on this siege weapon.
commandos,
And this Danelaw, since you are not a full unit, I'm gonna take you off the siege weapon.
Axemen, Axemen,
I'm gonna try to add the troops that I feel would
Axemen, glory and plunder.
do the best jobs on the walls. We don't want them breaking, as it provides a bit of an advantage to the enemy.
Axemen, Axemen,
Let's get them over here. And let's assault the walls.
attack. Axemen,
I'll keep our armored archers behind. I'm just gonna
target
bring
missiles.
these archers to the front.
Swordsmen, Axemen, the enemy
They have
tremble before our
archers,
superior numbers.
javelin men,
The
some
enemy
more
approaches.
archers, even more archers at level 3,
Fire.
and the swordsman in the back.
Archers, up the
I
pace,
think the
men.
big problem is that this archer
Wipe
will
them from history. Quicken the
really
pace. Where's the fight? State
will
your orders.
destroy basically our own archers.
Axemen,
It's probably they have these archers probably because Northumbria has
move it,
them
men.
as a I don't know, is strong. The strongest, some of their strongest units might be archers, and that is the point of it.
Ready! Battle awaits! Ready! Battle awaits!
I'll bring these troops to the front. I'll bring the archers to shoot some arrows as well.
Death from above! Let battle commence!
Just trying at least to distract them.
Where's the fight?
I'll keep the unshielded units far behind because they will be destroyed.
We're taking missile fire!
I think we're doing pretty well. Not suffering a lot of casualties in this early battle.
Under enemy fire!
But we really need to rush and
We're under fire!
scare away the archers, maybe chase them around the map, not let them fire at our troops.
Axemen!
On your best clothes.
Now this would have been a really tough battle if we would have let the reinforcing army join. If we didn't have night battles,
Axemen!
this could have gone terribly.
Swordsmen!
They have a lot.
Axemen!
It's weird to feel surprised playing a Total War game.
Got them! Swordsmen! Bring them! Crush them! Smash them! Chosen by Odin! Attack! We're gonna pay!
Let's go up the walls.
Hardmen! Spearmen! Got
Bring
them!
more troops in.
Swordsmen!
Archers over here.
Aim and fire!
Our general is under attack.
Missiles loose! Fire on them! Steady, everyone! Crush them! Forward! Bring death! Bring death! Attack them! End them!
Okay, so I've moved most of my units.
Axemen!
See
I am
them,
going
they flee
to
before our might.
Axemen!
advance our long axemen, the unshielded units. I'll keep the cav somewhere in the area.
Gallop!
It's a charge.
Missiles loose! Attack! Crush them!
We've broken most of their units.
Axemen!
Let's start chasing their archers.
Yes, sir.
I want to use the units to push it over here to the gate
Axemen!
and just use the rest
Crush them!
to engage the
End them! Attack!
what's left.
Axemen! Hardmen!
Archers over here.
Archers! Death from above! Attack!
Close, they can fire on us.
Hardmen!
Let's keep putting the pressure
Take your orders!
on them and trying to
End them!
take over the gate.
Crush them! Got them!
Our men run from the enemy. This is shameful.
It's a charge. Race.
So some of the units broke. Let's encourage our troops.
Feared! Target missiles!
Okay, let's bring our cav in front.
Cavalry!
Seems like we're taking over the gate.
Axemen! Bring death! Attack! Battle awaits! Hasten yourselves! Get them! Swordsmen! End them! Keep running, you coward! Attack!
Go, go, go.
Bring death! Spearmen!
We have captured the gates.
Archers!
Perfect. Now we can move in our cav
Cavalry! Attack!
and just chase their archers down. We
Swordsmen!
will use the rest of the unit
To victory.
Spearmen! Glory and
to break their general.
surrounding! End them! Our foes will fall!
But I think we've managed to.
State your orders! Hardmen! Our foes will fall!
Squeeze a victory without much trouble.
Hardmen!
Ready! Smash them!
At this point it's not important anymore.
Cowards!
Follow them!
What will happen? Replenishment is happening at a pretty slow rate, since we did have the event where we had a choice whether to have unhappy people or have problems with replenishment. And so for a few turns we're just gonna sit still and work on building up our armies. Maybe we'll push step by step. If there are not any well defended settlements, we might go ahead and sack some of them. They still have a 13 stack near us,
Yes, indeed. No.
which might create some problems if they start marching towards our territories, but I think we can get to them. This is most of the time that we have for this episode. We went a little bit over, but it was very important to squeeze those two siege battles in. So I thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in our next episode. Have a wonderful day!